Now, urban legends aren't always just campfire stories. Some of them are based on real facts that have been turned into stories just so people can make sense of the fear. These 5 legends didn't start from someone's imagination. They came from real mysteries, real crimes, and real disappearances. Let's start with the legend that lurks within the sewers of our cities. Sewer monsters. The urban legend goes like this. Giant alligators or monstrous creatures lurk in the dark sewers beneath cities like New York. They're said to be pets, flushed down toilets as babies, growing up huge, feeding on rats, and occasionally surfacing to drag unexpected victims down below. This legend dates back to the 1930s, but it's based on real sightings and captures in urban sewer systems. In 1935, a group of teenagers in Harlem, New York, found and killed an 8-foot alligator in a sewer manhole. The story exploded in newspapers, sparking the myth. But it didn't stop there. In 1988, 3 giant snapping turtles were rescued from New York City's sewers after being spotted by workers. And in 2015, in Florida, a group of manatees got stuck in a storm drain, requiring rescue. Showing how large animals can indeed end up in urban city sewer systems. But some legends aren't just about animals. The body under the bed. A traveller checks into a hotel room but notices a foul smell. They complain, but the staff dismiss it. Finally, they look under the bed and find a decomposing body hidden there. A victim of murder, stashed away and forgotten. This legend has been around since the 1980s, and it's based on multiple documented cases where bodies were indeed found under hotel beds. In 1989, in Atlantic City, New Jersey, a couple checked into a motel and endured a bad odour for days before discovering a woman's body under their mattress. In 2003, in Kansas City, Missouri, guests at the Capri Motel reported a smell leading to the discovery of a man's body under the bed in room 112. He'd been there for days while the room was rented out. Similar incidents happened in Las Vegas in 1999 and California in 2010, where bodies were hidden under beds after murders or overdoses. The Atlantic City case was reported in the New York Times on July 23, 1989, with police confirming the body of a 29-year-old woman. The Kansas City incident was detailed in the Kansas City Star on July 22, 2003, including autopsy reports showing the man had been dead for 3 days. These real discoveries fueled the legend as a cautionary tale about hotel safety, with at least a dozen verified cases across the US. Now, this is a legend that started as a way to scare kids, but was inspired by a real man who became a monster in the shadows. The Green Man, aka Charlie No Face. In western Pennsylvania, there's a legend of the Green Man, a glowing, faceless figure who wanders dark roads at night, terrifying drivers who spot him. Some say he's a ghost from an accident with skin that glows green from electricity. The legend is based on the real life of Raymond Robinson, a man severely disfigured in a childhood accident. In 1919, at age 8, Robinson was electrocuted while climbing a trolley pole in Beaver County, Pennsylvania, losing his eyes, nose, mouth, and one arm. His skin turned pale and scarred, and he only went out at night to avoid stares. Locals started calling him Charlie No Face, or the Green Man, because his skin had a greenish tint under certain light. He became a local myth as teenagers drove around hoping to spot him. Robinson's story is documented in the Beaver County Times. Photos and family accounts confirm his nighttime walks, and he was liked by neighbours who knew the truth, but legends spread far and beyond. The next legend is about a hermit in the woods, who turned out to be more real than anyone expected. The North Pond Hermit. The legend tells of a mysterious hermit living in the Maine woods. a shadowy figure who survives alone, stealing food and supplies from cabins. He's said to be invisible, leaving no traces, and some believe he's a ghost or wild man guarding the forest. This legend is based on Christopher Knight, known as the North Pond Hermit. In 1986, at age 20, Knight disappeared into the woods of central Maine, living in complete isolation for 27 years. He survived by breaking into 1,000 cabins and camps around North Pond, stealing only essentials like food, batteries, and clothes. He was caught in 2013 during a burglary. Locals had whispered about the hermit thief for decades, attributing missing items to him. Knight's arrest was reported in the New York Times on April 10, 2013, with police confirming over 1,000 burglaries. He gave interviews to GQ magazine and journalist Michael Finkel, who wrote the book The Stranger in the Woods. Finally, a legend that started in the tunnels of forgotten isolation and ended with a real killer. Cropsey. In Staten Island, New York, kids feared Cropsey, a boogeyman with an axe or hook who kidnapped children near the abandoned Willow State School, dragging them into the underground tunnels to never be seen again. This legend from the 1970s is based on the real crimes of Andre Rand, a former custodian worker at Willbrook. From 1972 to 1987, several children disappeared near school grounds. Rand was convicted in 1988 of kidnapping and murdering a 12-year-old girl. He's suspected in 4 other child murders. Rand lived in the school's tunnels and homeless camps, matching the Cropsey description. Rand's trials were covered in the New York Times and court records from Richmond County Supreme Court. He was sentenced to 50 years to life. The 2009 documentary Cropsey includes interviews and police files linking Rand to the disappearances, showing how the legend warned kids about real danger. So these urban legends weren't made from nothing. They were born from real horrors that left scars on communities. If this made you question the legends that you've heard, subscribe for more, and comment which one scared you the most. And next time you hear a story, just remember, it might not be completely fiction.